Hey, everybody. Welcome back to a Five Below painting. This painting here, first of all, do you love my new microphone? Let's see if I actually like it or not. I don't know. I feel like I don't talk very loud often, so this might be nice for y'all to hear. Anyways, so this is a Five Below painting. This was a paint by number painting. Um, at first, I liked the fact that I could see through because then I could see through what the numbers were. But then I realized that I had to do multiple coats of this, and the coats really became the issue. So I really went back and forth and back and forth. I did appreciate that the paint was actually good, like that I could actually use it and it was fun. Um, I did do multiple days of this project. One of my favorite things to do with a paint by number is to start with the darkest color and then go to the lightest. I find that if you go to the lightest to darkest or by like lowest number to highest number, it just really doesn't work. Um, and so I find going darkest to lightest one, I don't need to change my brush very often, and you can keep those kind of tones in the other colors. But then also, I can just really make sure that everything kind of stays in the same realm. This was when I went back over and I did multiple coats. I found that this really needed a lot of coats to be nice, especially when it came to the lightest colors, which I'm about to do. The lightest colors were rough in this. Um, but this was supposed to be a moon and a sun painting. I will say the moon and sun, I think, turned out really cool. And I do really enjoy that Five Below also included this like gold leaf kind of style already on there. I will say, I almost wish they didn't. And the reason why is because for artists like me, I can do that myself and I can make it how I want it to. So, this is when I started to do those lighter colors. So, you can tell as I'm going about these yellows, barely can see them. Um, the yellows, I just don't think really turned out really great, which is sad. But I do really think that the purpley pink background was very cool. Um, yeah, overall, I really enjoyed doing this. Um, my only issue is that going and really trying to do those little fine details around those gold leaves was really frustrating. And I wish I just had more freedom to do the swirls and do the kind of idea that I usually do. That was my biggest problem. Question for y'all. Do you like the Five Below paintings that I do? I really enjoy doing crafts that I can find at like Five Below, Dollar Tree, Target. I think that the craft kits are really cool, especially since they are for everybody. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this project now that it's done. I don't want to keep it. Maybe I'll give it to somebody. I don't know. So at this point, I wanted to go back over some areas. I wanted to just redefine how everything looked. I do think that the pinkish purple really turned out beautifully around the moon. I wasn't entirely loving the yellow that the sun had, though. Do you like doing the five low crafts by yourself? Or do you like doing them with other people? Or do you like just making your art by yourself? I personally really like to have an idea of what I like to make and then use the ideas to go and try to make my own. I will say the second coat of the blue overall really did save this painting. I could have probably done a third one and been even more happy, but instead I wanted to do details, and I thought that the details turned out a lot better. Do you like doing paint by numbers? I personally love paint by numbers. I think that they turn out really cool. The ones I've made in the past, not all of them have the correct colors to go with it, especially if you print out or you have somebody print out your own stuff and then you have them build it for you, you know? And then they just give you a bunch of paints that do not go with the actual picture that you sent. I can always show you guys those. I don't think I like them as much. I will say one of them turned out pretty cute. It's a picture of my daughter. So I'm going back in with my grabby acrylic paint markers. You guys know I love them. They're my favorite. So what I do is I just kind of wanted to detail. I wanted to add the swirls back in. Um, the painting itself had a lot of really fun details that unfortunately couldn't see after you paint over it, or the canvas rather. And so I had a lot of fun refilling those details in. I think that it was really cute the way it turned out. Um, I also added my own details. I think that the adding of the details was really helpful. Um, and this did take another day for me to do. I do think that the yellow, I maybe could have done a lighter yellow, but I like how bright the yellow turned out. I did go back over um, the gold leaf with the yellow I had. I do think that that helped a lot redefining it, making it more a part of it. And I did use the yellow for the background to kind of add that more whimsical feel back into everything. I think that that was really helpful. Overall, I think the painting turned out really whimsical and cute. Um, by the way, if you use any acrylic markers, always keep a post-it note next to you, and that way you can recharge basically, and it will be all good. I'm at school right now, and a student totally saw me recording. Oh well, with my little new microphone. I did go like going back in with other colors and really adding more of a whimsy to this. I almost think it's like a Van Gogh esque. So yeah, what do you think? I think it turned out great. Bye.